Hi and welcome to the Zone.
We're back again.
This is the Fantasy Football Zone, your home
for everything fantasy football.
Hi and welcome to the Zone. This is the Fantasy Football Zone, your home for everything fantasy football. Gentlemen, how are you guys?
Good, man. Thanks. Looking forward to the show.
All right, welcome to the stream. Today we have a special guest with us. I think I'll let you introduce yourself, Baba.
Yeah. Hello, guys. My name is Junior Mashai Suzuri. I'm here to represent all the Chelsea fans, all the champions, Yeah, this is
Hey,
Thanks, man,
Chelsea
for having
fans
me.
nowadays, banner, they have a voice, eh? They're louder than Man United fans.
They're louder than even City fans.
Hey,
No.
well, City doesn't have
man,
fans.
We are humble.
Except
We're
the
humble
only one we
champions.
know.
We are humble champions.
Except the only one we
Humble
know.
champions.
Okay, fair play to you, Chelsea. I guess you're enjoying your season now. You're enjoying your time. So shine in it, revel in it for sure.
I mean, what else can we say? Man? It feels good to be up here, I know
Yeah.
some of you
Feels good
can
at the
say, but it's
top,
okay. It's okay.
All
Is it
right,
lonely at the top?
all right. I wonder if your FPL team is performing the same way. We'll get to that later.
To make it personal.
Yeah, we'll get to that later. We'll get to that later. All right. Thank you guys for making the time. Yeah, new week. Game week 2 is upon us, and wow, we did the review show for game week 1 on Monday, and yeah, we just talked about how game week 1 was definitely an amazing game week. What a way to start the game week! But then now this is where the pressure starts to pile up. Those who had amazing stats, those who had average stats. Now we are trying to find, game week 2 is where now the boys are starting to separate from the men, and like it's so crucial. It's so crucial. Ideal guy. What do you think?
No, game week 2 is definitely very crucial. I think especially if you want to just do well in your mini leagues, you need to start well. Last season I started very poorly and I regretted it. So definitely game week 2, game week 3. You need to really get it right. So that you can, you can get some good green arrows going forward, as well as the prices of your players can also add in value.
Yeah, for sure. Let's hear from Junior. Junior, what did you how many points did you amass in game week 1?
Oh my God, let me tell you guys, I started terribly. You know why, guys? Because apparently
You seem to have lost Junior there.
I think some network issues. Okay, I was just preparing myself to laugh. I was just waiting to hear how many points those are that he was going to say. Terrible. I was just ready with a serious one over here. Let's wait until he rejoices, and then maybe we can find a way to deliver that to him. All right. So game week 2, I think we can start with as we wait for Junior. We can start with the fixtures. We can start looking at the fixtures for game week 2. Yeah, and maybe dissect some few interesting matches over there. Then we build up from there. So let's look at some of the fixtures for game week 2.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm just going over here to my. All right, this time the game week is starting on Saturday, unlike game week 1, which came in on Friday. Yeah, thank you. We're starting on Saturday, and as you can see, our early kickoff is Liverpool versus Burnley. I feel like that game should not have been the early kickoff.
Why?
We'll discuss the reasons later.
Okay.
But I'm already so anxious that game is the early kickoff. But a good game right there. Then we have Aston Villa versus Newcastle. Wow, this is actually a very interesting game because both of these teams lost game week 1, right?
Yeah.
And we were expecting quite a big performance from Aston Villa.
Yeah, we definitely were, and they did underwhelming. But I think, as we talked about in the review show, that the team wasn't gelling very well yet. So yeah, I think probably 1 or 2 more games for that team to gel. But again, they're at home, so also with the fans there, so they'd want to put on a performance.
They can do something. Yeah, let's wait and see if that full week of training has helped in helping them gel a bit. But then also Newcastle, they looked good. You remember they were leading twice against West Ham, only for them to lose the lead to a penalty, which actually Antonio missed, but then was tucked in by Souček. And then the sucker punch.
That wasn't even a tap in. That was like
I said it was tucked in, not tucked in.
Oh, tucked in. Oh yeah, it was a malicious.
Yeah. And then the sucker punch from Antonio himself killed off the game 4-2. But then Newcastle were looking really good, and also now they've brought in their talisman, Joe Willock. He's coming to the side as a permanent Newcastle player. Let's see if he can affect this game in Newcastle's favor. But then a very interesting game.
Will he play? Do you think he'll play?
I think so. Maybe not from the start.
But yeah,
not from the start, but
off the bench.
And then maybe you can take us through the other one.
Yeah, so we have Brentford versus Crystal Palace. Brentford, of course, having won against Arsenal at home again. And then we have Crystal Palace as well. I think Crystal Palace is the one that's at home for this fixture. So Crystal Palace Patrick Vieira would want, and his boys would want to put on a performance in front of their fans, having lost 3-0 to Chelsea opening day. So yeah, it looks like a very interesting game as well. Yeah,
okay. And then Leeds facing off against Everton. Wow, Everton were looking really good in the game 1. Leeds, on the other hand, not so much. Looks like new season, but same old philosophy. They refuse to defend. Yeah, so maybe that's gonna be a goal fest right there. Everton versus Leeds.
Most likely, yeah.
Yeah, and then Manchester City against Norwich. Ooh.
Now let me tell you. Now this is where you start saying that
who's going to get the casket? Who's going to get the casket for Norwich?
This is where you start saying that song. Open the floodgates.
This is going to be disastrous. I'm not even ready. Let me tell you. I'm already sweating from the fact that I don't have any Manchester City players.
I know,
I'm already sweating. I feel like that is now going to cost me in this game week.
Yeah.
Because we are all foreseeing rest in peace Norwich in this fixture. But yeah, let's wait and see.
Apparently, the one thing that messed me last week was Man City, because I have like 3 Man City players and one of them was my captain. And guess what? It just went, because I expected them at least to.
Wait, you are supposed to tell us how many points you got before you got disconnected.
Oh yeah. Sorry. Before I got disconnected, this week has been terrible for me. First of all, because
No,
How
you
much
get
sounds
right
like
to the
that?
points. I
wait,
get right
wait,
to the points, please.
because I had three months.
Someone starts off that way.
No,
Had
let me
like
tell you
30
guys.
points.
Get
Guess
right
what?
to the points.
I had Leeds in my team. I had Man City in my team. So
No, bro.
you can guess.
How many points? How many points?
I barely made it to 50. Barely.
Wow.
And
This is how Chelsea
Okay.
fans have arguments.
Yeah, you can see how they're evasive now. You can't have a
Yeah,
straight
intellectually,
argument.
what, they're
intellectual,
like,
intellectual argument.
what? How many points did you get? And like, no. But we have Lukaku.
I had leads. All right, let's go. Let's go
You
back
guys
to
are
the
still getting
fixtures.
personal.
Let's go back to the fixtures, guys. Yeah. Yeah. So we finished the Man City. So then we have Brighton against Watford. That's the last game of Saturday. Another interesting game. I feel like it will be very, very, very competitive, that match. Brighton looking good. They got the win against Burnley. Watford as well, looking really good. Yeah. Then we have the fixtures on Sunday. Manchester United, early kickoff against Southampton.
Okay.
Another, I guess if Manchester United continue playing the way they are playing, they are going to be a menace this season.
That's right.
Wow, and then this one is manager meets his old team. Wolves facing off against Tottenham. Nuno against his old team. I don't know if he'll be able to outsmart them, or maybe they'll pull one on him just to show him that you're not all that. Yeah, you're not all that.
No, but yeah, it looks like a very tight match, very tight, because both of
Yeah.
them have the same playing style, counter-attacking football. So I'm also interested in seeing how Tottenham is going to play against a team that can sit back, because you see
Yeah,
they're
because
playing.
definitely Wolves are not going to dominate possession.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But apparently, I
Okay.
think it all gets down to quality, because I feel like Tottenham have more quality than Wolves have, and I think that will be a very big difference in the game.
Okay.
Yeah, well, Arsenal has more quality than Brentford has.
We can debate on that.
There was not much to say about that.
Wow.
Anyway,
Have you just said we're going
okay.
to debate on that?
Now let's ignore his ignorance.
No, but
And,
the selection that Arsenal actually played in that game, in that Brentford game, it wasn't the best, honestly speaking. They were very new guys, new style of play. These guys have just been introduced into English Premier League football, and this is one of the most competitive leagues. And
yeah.
when you don't play someone who's just been a champion from championship, and championship is very competitive. If you guys have noticed, it's very, very competitive. And teams that come from there, they always have a surprise. They always have a surprise. And I think Brentford is.
Usually the surprise is them surviving relegation. So can we go to the feature match? Can we go to
It
the
actually
feature match?
just takes us straight into a feature match.
Yeah, actually. And this is why we have a Chelsea fan on the show today, because Chelsea are feeling on top of the world right now. Everyone is predicting that Chelsea will win the league. We'll wait to see.
Thank you.
But yeah, the feature match is the North London Derby. This is a London Derby, not a North London Derby.
It's the London Derby, yeah.
It's a London Derby. So yeah, old rivals, Arsenal facing off against Chelsea. That is definitely, it's being pitted as boys against men. I saw another meme. I saw another meme that was so funny of Lukaku versus Ben White, and Lukaku was dragging Ben White the same way Bonucci was dragging Bukayo Saka. You remember? So
Where's the line?
I don't know.
Where is the line?
There's going to be a lot of bullying in that game. Let's wait and see how that plays out. But definitely,
to be honest,
a very interesting game.
To be honest, I'm really not looking forward to that game at all.
Yeah. Did you see the comments from Gabriel Agbonalo? You remember Agbonalo? It was
Yeah.
Aston
Aston
Villa
Villa
striker,
player. Yeah.
being a yeah. He commented and he said, I feel sorry for Arsenal fans. He said that if I was an Arsenal fan, I would not watch that game.
That's very true. I would I'm even debating whether I should watch that game because
And
I'm
and and,
terrified.
and I
we
think
have to watch.
I think the best thing for you guys, I think the best thing for both of you is not watch that game, because let me tell you guys. First of all, it's a return for Lukaku. Second of all, we are our team right now is it's coming into shape. You know, we don't have extras, so right now the players we are having, are straightforward the players we're gonna use for the league, and you guys are not
It's
ready
okay.
for that.
It's okay. We are going to
The only
watch. We are going
the
to
only
watch.
saving grace that I see from this match is that Arsenal is at home and the fans are back. I don't know if that will really help the team. But again, listen, Oba and Laka are out because of COVID.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that definitely tells you there's no goals that's coming from Arsenal. Well, so unless this match ends 0-0 and then like 90th minute
No,
get like a lucky penalty for Pepe.
nil
So
will be very underwhelming for Chelsea. You know, if it ends 0-0, Chelsea will be the one getting the criticism. You know that,
Yeah,
right?
that will be like a loss for us, because apparently,
Exactly.
if Lukaku is to play that match, you guys are in for a thing, because apparently, if you've noticed how Chelsea play, the only thing they lack is a finishing touch. The only thing that Chelsea lack right now in their play, they are from you know, they build their play from back coming to the midfield. It's so good. N'Golo Kante is gonna be there for the match. You guys are not even. Oh my God, it's a bad day for you.
No, that's okay. That's okay. We are waiting to see Lukaku introduce himself back into the Premier League. If he's anything like I remember at Manchester United, we may not have too much to fear.
no, it's a different. It's a different.
That's why I
Unfortunately,
said. That's why I said if it's anything like I remember.
unfortunately, in 2 seasons, he scored more than 60 goals. So, unfortunately, 2 seasons more than 60 goals. That is, you guys are in for a trip.
Maybe
that's our feature match. Definitely a lot to look forward to.
This should take us into our predictions. What are our predictions for this match?
I'm predicting, I think, a 1-0 win.
For who?
For Chelsea. They'll get a 1-0 win.
Thank you. I love the discipline you guys are getting. Okay,
it's likely to be a Jorginho penalty.
Okay.
How about you, Junior?
I think for me, I'm just gonna be very honest with you guys. I'm not gonna be brutal, and I know you guys will call me back and confirm my scores, because I'm just predicting a very good score for you guys. I
be
think
polite, bro. Be polite.
Yeah, it's just a 3-0. Just a 3-0. No, we won't punish you. We don't want you guys to complain. You guys are our friends. It's a London derby. It's just a good 3-0, and we're okay.
I can't wait to see you in the review show. I can't wait to see the review show.
Please. I know you guys will call me back and you'll confirm my results. I know you guys will.
All right. We'll definitely revisit this.
Maybe I think I wouldn't want to be I didn't want us to all be on the same side. Let me go with a draw. Let me go with a draw. And I'll say 2-2. Very interesting match. We'll see. Yeah, we'll see a lot of goals.
Interestingly, Chelsea have not beaten Arsenal for a while.
Yeah, but actually, I think the last time we played, we beat you guys. The friendly. That was like
2-3 weeks ago. Yeah, but I mean, in the recent matches, we've been really just slapping you guys up. Even with
you can look at
very personal right now.
Look at the previous.
I'm feeling attacked.
You can look at the previous results. You can look at the last 3 results. Chelsea have not won any. Yeah. There's been a 2-2 draw, a 3-1 win for Arsenal, and a 1-0 win for Arsenal. And remember, Chelsea, all of these are for last season. All these 3 matches were played last season when Chelsea spent almost 200 odd million on players, you know, and we were there limping with our squad.
I don't want us to argue about our spending last season. I want us to argue about our spending this season, because apparently all of us know that even Olunga, a Kenyan striker, would score better than Timo Werner. Timo Werner has been a disappointment, and you know, we expected so much, and he delivered so little. I think the only person that we signed in that actually did something tangible would say is Kai Havertz, because apparently Hakim Ziyech was out. Timo Werner was in the game but was out. Who else? Who else did you decide? Chilwell. Yeah, Chilwell did something. Chilwell was a good defender, and that's why Chelsea. I think in the Champions League, for example, we considered the fewest goals in the history of Champions League, and it clearly showed. It clearly showed by us bringing people like Thiago Silva and Ben Chilwell. It actually helped us very much if you look at it from that point of view. But from the striking point of view, I think Timo Werner was a disappointment, and we are just praying that Lukaku picks it up from the goal, because if he does, Timo Werner will become a coach. I promise.
Let's leave it at that. Let's leave it at you guys.
We've just had a whole someone. We've just had a whole someone.
Let's leave it at they are praying. They are praying for. All right. Let's go to our teams, right? Basically, we've looked at the fixtures and what to expect. Sorry, I've forgotten the last match of the game week, which is going to be West Ham on Monday. On Monday, West Ham will be facing off against Leicester. Another very interesting game right there. This is a battle for top 6 right there already. So we should look out. We should also look out for that one. All right, so let's go into our teams. Look at some of the decisions we've made with regards to game week 2 as it's coming up. So we can start.
I have a request. No, we need to work upward from the bottom up economy. When we start with
you guys with Junior's team.
You guys will start with scary things,
Let's start with Junior's team, and we try and see. You can try and take us through how to get 30 points in game week 1.
you guys are being very personal. Okay.
All right. There we go. You look like you did something.
Okay. Basically, is this my team?
No.
Yeah, this is your team. This is basically what you got last week.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Oh, apparently. Like I said, is this really my team?
No.
Is it really?
Just that's an error. That's not his team.
Yes. Because I just saw Salah here, and I don't have Salah. And let me tell you something, guys. No.
Okay, no, we can have ideal guys team. We can have ideal guys team as they are working on that. I think they are trying to cover. These Chelsea people are trying to cover Junior's shame.
What?
Yeah, my team basically. As you guys all know, I'm going with the 4-4-2 still, just the same way. As you can see,
you've not changed anything.
No, I've only changed Veltman, who at the moment now is red flagged. Is red flagged and is in isolation. So basically, he's not gonna be in. I'm trying to see how I can ship him out before his price drops with the transfers that are gonna be made. Of course, I've put in White, but I'm trying to see whether I can get a 4.5 defender who can really just help fix that slot, because I don't think that fixture for Ben White is really good for me. But yeah, there's some really good options that I'm looking at. Probably in Brighton, maybe Webster or Duffy. Webster is 4.5 or 4 million, so I could just opt for maybe just going for that direct.
You just want to stick in that Brighton defense.
I could. Maybe other options where just maybe give maybe an honorable mention. Maybe Tanganga. Because he has Wolves, Watford, and Crystal Palace coming up next. So those are very good fixtures. And again, he played really good. He was the man of the match against Manchester City. So 4.5 still a good price for Tanganga. There's Ailing, still 4.5. Not bad fixtures coming up. Everton, Burnley, but of course has Liverpool coming up there. And then, or and Luke Thomas, who got good 7 points in the last game week. Those are all still in the range of 4.5M for those who are considering to just get Veltman replacements or 4.5M replacements. Because, they have West Ham, then Norwich, then, of course, Man City. But remember what happened to Manchester City the last time they got their hands on them. Gave them a good 5-2 slapping. So, those are some of the options I'm looking at. Not yet made my final decision. But yeah, my midfield will just stay the way it is. Captain gonna be Salah. That's for me template because I think them being at home, that's a very, very good fixture, delicious fixture for them to be able to just play against Burnley. Just welcome back the fans. Of course, frontline Antonio looked very good, very, very good. That
Okay.
Yeah. So yeah.
Okay. There's a decision here that we're going to discuss. We're going to discuss in a bit, but I guess you're rolling over your one transfer, which is
No. I'm doing it for Veltman. The Veltman
so that
transfer.
you can replace Veltman.
Yeah, I need to. Yeah.
Okay. I don't know, Junior. What do you think about this team, man? I see you have Ben White there against Chelsea.
I'll sub him here.
Okay, sorry.
Yes, Junior.
Oh, sorry. I was saying. I really like his team. First of all, his midfield. His midfield is like, is my point of focus right now because I'm seeing Salah, I'm seeing Bruno Fernandes, I'm seeing Son, and I'm seeing Rafinha, and this is a very, very, very strong midfield. I'm not sure about the defense per se, but I think I like Antonio. I like Antonio at the front because Antonio is. I don't know. Antonio is unstoppable right now. From his form during like the preseason games, and right now, I don't think there's any team that can stop Antonio and his style of play. When talk about Salah and Bruno Fernandes, I think we're gonna see a lot of goals from them. I think they've started this season on a very high note, but now his defense. I think his defense is very shaky. First of all, you just putting. No, I'm very serious. You putting Ben White first of all. I think that was a wrong turn. That was really.
But he doesn't have much of an option, right? Because he only has Brown on the bench.
Yeah.
And
actually,
that Ben White decision might not be so bad if that game ends up 0-0. If that Chelsea Arsenal game finishes 0-0, it's a brilliant move right there because that's a clean sheet I've got it.
Yeah, but I think it's not as bad because apparently if you have Ben White and you have Luke Shaw, because I think Luke Shaw, first of all, Luke Shaw, Tsimikas and Alexander Arnold are gonna give you points because I feel like Liverpool have started on a high note. Manchester have started on a high note. If you have Manchester, if you have Man City, and if you have Liverpool on your team right now, and Chelsea, I think those are sure bets. The goalkeeper Sanchez, I'm not sure about Sanchez because apparently, when you're playing Watford right now, there are people like Sarr, and Sarr is one of the most dangerous midfielders right now as we speak. Actually, I just saw, I think it was yesterday, I saw that Man City and Manchester United and Chelsea are looking out to him. Probably, there are hopes that probably they can get a deal with him. But yeah, he's unstoppable as well. Right now, he's actually. During the championship, he was one of the fastest players the fastest player in the championship, and now we saw during the game with Aston Villa, he actually made they had to change a defender because he was torturing the defender.
He owned him.
Yeah. So yeah, I think it's a good
team. Thank you. Awesome. Okay. All right. I guess we can go to my team. That's Mark's team.
Yep.
That team garnered Mark 102 points in game week 1.
Wow.
Let's see what it does in game week 2.
Junior, these are the big leagues.
Calm down.
You know what I mean?
Okay, there you have it. That's my team. As you can see, for me, I didn't roll over my transfer. I made that transfer because I had James Maddison, and he was not looking too promising. His fixtures as well as his yellow tag saying 75% chance of play. Although I think he will definitely play, but I think that is one moment where I just felt like I need to react at this point in time. So you can see my differential player right there, Bamidele Ali, the Tottenham midfielder. So I feel like, Mark, the last week your ace was Son, and for me, I was not able to afford Son, and I feel like Son is now one of the most bought players
Yeah.
in the league, because when you look at Son, his ownership percentage is at 23.3% right now.
Yeah. Yeah.
And so I thought Dele Alli was a very good option to sneak into that Tottenham attack. His ownership is at 1.5%, so it screams differential right there. And when you look at how Tottenham were playing, even in pre-season and everything, it's only in this Man City match that Dele Alli was not so influential. But then Nuno seems to have also, found a way to work with Dele Alli, and Dele Alli can be a menace. He can be a menace. He can be the goals from midfield. So I'm really hoping that maybe in this fixture against Wolves, given that Wolves will not dominate possession so much and something like that, I expect Dele to be in among the goals or the assists as they come in, if there will be any. So that's my differential option for game week 2. Let's see how it plays out. I had the choice of either taking in Benrahma or Dele Alli, but I went against Benrahma, although he's a very good option and looking very strong. I did want to have another double up. As you can see, my team has a lot of double ups. I have a triple up of Liverpool. I have a double up of Aston Villa. I have a double up of Manchester United. So I was like, hey, I have a double up of Arsenal on the bench right there. I was like, hey, that's too many double ups. That's why I went against the option of Benrahma and went for a differential option for a team that I don't have a player in. Otherwise, pretty much template. My differential again from your team right there is Coleman. That's where you have Ben White.
Yeah, he's about 0.7%.
Yeah, and I felt like Coleman is also another very interesting differential option, because when you look at how Everton play, Luca Digne bombs the left flank, and he's dangerous from the left flank with his deliveries and all that. But then people really forget how dangerous Coleman can be on the right flank. He's definitely one who overlaps. He's definitely one who puts in some nice crosses. And if Everton are playing a flowing, attacking football, then Coleman is likely to be in among, the attacking threat from the fullback position. So I saw him as a differential option in the defense. And if Digne is getting a clean sheet, Coleman is getting a clean sheet. So I'm sorted,
Yeah, I like Coleman.
Yeah. So that's basically it. You see, I've decided to give Raya a chance. I benched him last week and missed out on his 8 points. So I've decided to give him an opportunity and see if
I actually wanted to question that.
Yeah.
I want to question that because I don't know, for some reason I feel Villa may get better defensive returns than Brentford would at Crystal Palace. Because I just think Crystal Palace are just facing a different animal in Chelsea. That's why they really just capitulated just like that. But I feel, for some reason, I feel Martinez has a much better fixture than Rea. I don't know. I mean, it's
I'm looking at it this way. If you saw the Newcastle game against West Ham, Newcastle were a menace. That guy called Saint Maximin, he was tearing up that pitch left, right, and center. And I feel like the way that guy is playing, and he has Colum Wilson up front, as well as this other supporting cast. Of course, the most dangerous people are Maximin and Colum Wilson. And remember, Joe Willock is in the team now. I don't know if he will play or he will play the whole 90 minutes, but then they have a Joe Willock right there. So I feel like Newcastle are going to score. Inevitably, they have a goal in them. Whether they win or not, that's another issue. But I feel like they inevitably have a goal in them. And the other issue is you see I have a double up of Emu Buendia and Danny Ings. So having also Martinez in the squad, I felt like so that means I had two triple ups, triple up here Liverpool and triple up for Aston Villa, and I felt like that is too much risk I need to spread it around a bit. So that's why Raya is there. And one thing I saw from Raya is even if he loses the clean sheet, maybe we can get some of those save points, because he seemed to be keen on the saves. He was getting down really quickly for those saves.
Yeah. No, I mean,
yeah. So as you can see, that's basically it. Let's see how game week 2 plays out. So the decision that I've seen there, as we wait for Junior's team to come up, the decision that I've seen there, you have gone for Salah as a captain.
Yeah.
I don't know if that is your final decision, but you have gone for Salah as a captain. As you've seen on my team, I've gone for Fernandes as a captain. And that's really the discussion that is being had for game week 2 out of these 2 players, because of course there are many other differential options that someone can go for, but we feel like out of the 7 million managers, it will either be split 50-50 between these 2 players, or maybe it will tilt towards one player just with a small margin. So explain to me perhaps, or explain to us perhaps, your choice for Salah over Bruno as captain.
No, I mean, first of all, I think let me just look at it from a generic football perspective. Is number one, I think Liverpool just being at home for their first home game of the season, I think that stadium is going to be rocking. Definitely, they would want to see a good Salah performance. First of all, I mean, then now they're playing a Burnley side. They're not the best defensively. They're not the Burnley that we used to know of keeping clean sheets again. So I personally think Salah really he just looked so dangerous. When they're playing against Norwich, he just looks like creating at any point in time. He just ripped them apart. He looked like he could score even more than the 17 that he got. Right there, he created a lot of chances. Created a lot of big chances. I think he had 2 big chances. Created 3 chances. Fernandes created 3 chances. Yes. Against Leeds, scored the hat trick. Yes. Teak got 20 points. Very fantastic. Now, I'm still also afraid. I don't know how this whole thing of fans coming back to the stadium is going to affect teams and their performances. I feel, yes, Southampton have lost Vestergaard, so of course that they have a leaky defense at the moment. So they may not be the best defensively. But now this is the thing. I feel that home advantage has something that it could do. Man United may necessarily win that game, but I don't think they may win it just like the 5-1. But I don't think, because Southampton are not a team just like Leeds, who have an expansive way of playing. They're more having a rigid kind of defensive block, that may probably cause Man United to want to just play around them rather than the counter attacks that they're having against Leeds. So those are just some of the reasons as to why I feel Salah was a very much better option for me going into this week.
Okay, I hear you. To be honest, I guess, the home advantage is definitely compelling. For me, I feel like Bruno has the better case because you remember Man United last season, they went unbeaten away. Their away form was better than their home form. I don't know if we are yet. We will soon discover if they are able to replicate that. But it almost seemed like they have mastered the art of playing away from home, right? And if that seems to be the case, then looking at how their attack is fluid and coupled by the Southampton issues right now in terms of their backline and all that, I'm really seeing no reason as to why they shouldn't score another 5 goals in this game. And when you look at the last 3 fixtures that these guys had, Man United beat Southampton 9-0 at some point last season. Then away from home, they beat them 3-2 away from home. And then at home again, they drew 2-2. So it is a fixture that produces goals, right?
Yeah.
That tells you it's an open game. That tells you that it's an open game. Southampton go for the goals, Man United go for the goals. And Man United, under Ole Gunnar Solskjaer especially, are thriving in that kind of environment where guys are not necessarily sitting back, but then you're coming at us and we're coming at you, and that's where they are the most lethal, you know. So I feel like it's a coin toss, honestly, between these two players. It's a coin toss at the end of the day. But even as the stats we were putting up for Salah, if you saw in my page, the ones I put up for Salah, in the last 3 fixtures against Burnley, he has not had any attacking return, nor a goal, nor an assist, both at home and away. I don't know how that is the case, you know. But then maybe Burnley have figured out a way to, you know, stop Salah. Maybe during those games, maybe we need to rewatch and analyze and look at it and understand. Maybe Burnley double up on Salah, and so it has to be someone else popping up from somewhere else with the goals, because they definitely know. Yeah, maybe Mane, maybe Firmino, because they definitely know that Salah is going to be the threat. And when you look at those matches, actually, those matches have ended in under 2.5. You know, under 2.5 means less than 2 goals in many of them. Yeah, but the last one, Liverpool won 3-0 away. But then previous to that one, Burnley won 1-0. You remember that one? It was
I remember, yeah.
Yes, it was one of them. It was actually the first time Liverpool lost at Anfield. I think in how long? Yeah. Burnley won 1-0. And then the other one, again, Burnley and Liverpool drew 1-1. Liverpool at home. So in the last 3 fixtures, both two Liverpool being at home, Burnley has managed to come out of there with a win and a draw. You know. So I don't know. So we are yet to see. But for me, I was looking at it, I was saying there's something in history. You know, also history tends to have something in these matches.
Yeah.
So we'll just have to wait and see. But then definitely Salah, if he turns up, that's another hat-trick waiting to happen.
Yeah. No, I mean both have very good compelling cases to make. Yeah. I see Junior's team is ready.
Yeah, we can look at Junior's team and see maybe how many Chelsea players he has on there.
Okay.
Wow.
Take us through your league winning team.
What? Who's that captain? Wow. Junior.
Guess what, guys? I think
it's a completely differential team.
I think you guys think you guys need to look at this team from a different angle, because apparently I went to the same team, and
please my first give us that angle.
Yeah, my first week wasn't as successful, but I think this team is a go-to team. First of all, starting with Martinez at the goal, I think Aston Villa, their defense is really good, but I think I don't know what wasn't connecting in Aston Villa's game, but I think their defense is one of the best actually in the English Premier League right now. And of course, I had to put Man City in, Jack Grealish, of course. And guess what? I chose Jack Grealish. I had to choose between Jack Grealish and Bruno Fernandes, and I went for Jack Grealish. One reason is because I knew Man City will always crush you. They'll always beat you 5. And let me tell you guys, the Norwich game is gonna prove it for me. Pogba had 4 assists. It's like he's like the second player to ever manage 4 assists in one game. Mason Mount, of course,
not ever in the league, but maybe in the recent past. He's the 7th player in the league to ever do that.
No, yeah, seventh player in the league. Yeah. But in the recent past, like I think in this decade, I think he's like the 2nd player to ever.
Yeah. Okay.
And of course, I had to put in some Chelsea effect on the thing, because like I said, I'm very certain and I'm very sure that we're gonna win against Arsenal. So yeah, I had to put Mr. Mount and Rudiger, because our defense is one of the best right now in the world, actually, in the world.
I lost Junior.
Did he get disconnected?
Yeah, talking about Rudiger. And
let's wait for him to Rudy here.
To explain to us his team. But you know what? It's not really a bad team if you think about it.
It's interesting. Let me tell you the interesting thing about that team.
Yeah.
This guy has Emi Martinez and Tyrone Mings, but then he also has Callum Wilson, right?
Yeah.
That's
Yeah,
interesting. And then,
but to
and
be
then
honest,
yeah.
this is the thing with Wilson. I like the move of Wilson because you see, Wilson also scored again in that game, and Wilson for the last I think 3 seasons, he has been having a
No,
very
yeah,
good.
Wilson
But
is a goal
first,
scorer for
in the
sure.
first few game weeks, first 5 game weeks, he's normally scoring at least a goal a game. On average,
Yeah.
so he is a good option. Also, I mean, when I look at it very well, it's not like kind of draft team that we all anticipate we would have. But it
Yeah, but
looks
it's
like
a
that team that
it,
if it gets you points,
honestly, I feel like for me, I would bench Tyron Mings for
mhm,
Soyuncu just to spread out the risk a bit,
okay, yeah,
because you have Newcastle, you have Martinez and Mings being cancelled out by Wilson. If Wilson
yeah,
scored, you've lost 2 clean sheets. You know.
yeah, yeah,
Yeah, just to spread the risk a bit. And Suyuncu is definitely a good alternative. Not that,
mm,
of course, West Ham are a big attacking threat, but like I
mm.
said, you just spread the risk. And I don't know. I think for captain, I would say then just go with Captain Grealish then, because
I think Grealish, yeah, is a very good pick for captain. I don't know
yeah,
about
just go with Captain Grealish would be an awesome differential because yes, Pogba had an amazing game week 1, but we all know that is an anomaly. It's not the norm for Pogba. It's an anomaly.
yeah,
Even if he ends up getting a goal or something, it's
mm,
that he has not earned our trust yet.
yeah,
He's not
yeah,
he's not captain worthy at this
that's
point
right.
in time. But then
Yeah,
Grealish against that Norwich defense can be a brilliant move. If Man City end
points.
up scoring 5, you'll definitely be sure that Grealish will have a couple of assists and some of those
Yeah,
goals.
I think if you look across Manchester City's midfield, you can really just close your eyes and pick either Mahrez or De Bruyne or Grealish. I think those are all just good picks. If you have any of them, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. Interesting. Right there. Definitely not your. This is why I love having different guys on the show. At least we're seeing something different. It's not always what
The
people are
template.
considering an expert. Oh yeah, template point of view. And I can't
Yeah.
wait to see how that team performs. I can't wait to do the review show with Junior. We just make sure he has better internet next time. Maybe Chelsea can give him some of that money to buy bundles or
Junior, I hope you're watching this.
something. Yeah, but yeah, those are the struggles. Those are the struggles of the zone. All
But
right, so
amazing.
basically we've looked at it. We've looked at some of the differential players. Talk about Dele Alli for myself, talk about Rafinha for you as a differential option. But then maybe if some people are looking out for another differential player out there, we've talked about the likes of Ismail Yassar. Junior has brought up Ismail Yassar and basically how he was a menace against Aston Villa. And definitely, by the way, he's one I'm looking to find a way to work him into my team. If Emi Buendia continues to slack, I'm definitely getting rid of him and bringing in an Ismail
I
Yassar,
think I
something
think
like
the
that.
same thinking with me as I look at I look at a player like Rafinha. I think he's a very good price point and very good pick. But if he slacks, I think he's out for and the
Yeah.
likes of
And
and
you
and
can't afford to wait for a player to perform for 2 game weeks or more because
yeah, yeah,
that's costing you. That's costing you.
costing points, costing maybe his
Yeah.
price could even go down. So
Yeah.
yeah,
And actually, another differential is Buendia's teammate, Leon Bailey. Leon Bailey
uh,
was also looking very
had a good
menacing.
yeah.
Yeah, he had an amazing assist, looking very menacing. He seems to have kicked on. Maybe let's see how game week 2 works. But then, if he continues to pick up more momentum as opposed to Buendia, then I can have that switch,
Yeah,
from
yeah,
Buendia to Bailey. But
that's
yeah,
right.
so those are some of the differential options. And then, of course, the captain conversation where it's either Bruno or Salah. It's as
Yeah,
good as a coin toss at this point in time. If
yeah.
only we had an oracle who could see the future and tell us that they have
I,
seen that this has happened.
but
But now, and this
but
is
I
why,
think no, I can go on, can go on.
No, I was
The
just telling
Chelsea.
you this is why I was telling you I am very nervous about captaining Salah, and Salah is playing the early kickoff.
Yeah,
Because if that doesn't work out,
that's
then
it.
the pressure is on you now.
Bruno
You'll be you'll,
up to
you'll be
Sunday.
yeah, you'll be praying and hoping that Bruno gets shot. you
Yeah.
know, otherwise that's the end of you. So I don't know. I usually have this thing where I just feel so anxious about the player that I'm really trusting to be in the first fixture. But then it's just superstition because if he performs, then you're no longer with the pressure. Now the pressure is on us. You remember how it happened? Bruno
Yeah.
got the hat trick, and the pressure shifted to all of us who had captain Salah last week, and we
Yeah.
were like, Salah better perform. Thank God he delivered.
But yeah, I mean, you can look either way and really just fall on the right player. But I mean, I think this is why you just have to follow your gut. Stats may
Yeah,
not necessarily support a lot because it's just the beginning of the season. So yeah,
yeah,
just
yeah.
follow your gut. And but those are some differential options in case you just don't want to take the risk.
Yeah, like
And
Jack Grealish for sure. I don't know if Kevin De Bruyne is back for this fixture. It's
yes,
looking like
he played.
he's going to
He
play.
played.
Yeah,
He played in the previous game against. He came off the bench, so against.
yeah.
Yeah,
And we need to see. We now need also to see how Guardiola is going to fit Grealish and De Bruyne in that team. Of
yeah,
course, Grealish is more comfortable, cutting inside from the wing,
yeah.
and De Bruyne is more comfortable at the center. I guess that affects either Amares or a Sterling. Most likely Amares, right?
Maybe I'd say Sterling.
Or maybe a
Because
Sterling.
they are
No,
playing
but
out.
Sterling, Guardiola really likes Sterling because Sterling can play false nine really well.
Yeah, but I feel. But now I see. Okay, I mean, there's just too much. There's just too much quality in that team. I think we just.
Yeah.
Yeah. But for this game against Norwich, you don't need to struggle too much picking a team. You just need to just put just put your players on the pitch, your best players on the pitch, and they'll just deliver. Definitely, I
Yeah.
feel KDB is gonna start this game. Being that he had a good
Wow.
long.
This is where we are going to. I don't know. I'll watch that match like Viv.
Don't think
I
there's a
wish
bookie party.
I wish there was a way I could sneak in a Man City player right there, just to give me some comfort.
No, I know, but
Yeah.
yeah.
Okay.
But
Okay.
I
So
also
that's
think
basically it.
I think just to mention just some in case someone's looking for a differential, maybe Ings. I mean he could be a differential captain pick. I saw you posted even as well on your IG.
Yeah. I don't know if you saw my caption.
What do you say? I didn't focus too much.
No, you should go back and look. But yeah,
Ah,
Danny Ings is definitely a menace. I
yeah,
like Danny Ings. Danny Ings last season was the difference between, I think, me having a good season and a bad season early on in the start of the season. He was
yeah,
so dependable. When a lot of people went for Shea Adams, I went for Danny Ings, and he
yeah,
always came through. He always came through.
yeah,
So yeah, Danny Ings can be a really surprise package. If he gets a brace and
yeah,
an assist, he's right up there with all the
up there.
whoever performs. It doesn't
Yeah,
matter.
yeah, and he's on penalties
So
again. So
and he's
yeah,
on, and his penalties is also like for sure. He's guaranteed to
yeah,
be on penalties. I don't know. He's definitely a good option. If whoever has the courage
yeah.
to take that risk,
Just it. What do you think about Son against?
against Wolves. Well, given how these guys played against Man City, I don't know if they'll have the same opportunity to counter attack as much because they thrived so much on the counter. Bergwijn, Son, and Mora, they thrived on the counter so much. But Son is Son. If he gets the service, he's going to be lethal.
Yeah,
It's all about the service for him. If he gets the service, he's going to do something. So again, I don't feel like it's a comfortable option,
yeah,
but it's a fair option. But I like Son better at home. I like Son better at home.
And we don't know whether, because again, we of course are hearing that Kane is back in training, but he didn't travel with them to
Yeah.
for the Conference League for Thursday today. I mean, so I don't know. Probably he could be in that squad, to play over the weekend. I don't know how that situation will unfold, but if he is there, definitely, if he's back in for that game, you really need to look out for the team news.
Yeah, but I don't think we'll see Kane playing in a Tottenham jersey ever again. I think now it's just inevitable. Tottenham are just trying to make sure that they get the most out of this deal. I
Yeah,
think that's what's happening. But because the player has already stated his position, and yeah, I feel like and Man City are definitely going to pour the money to get him. So it's a done deal. It's a done deal. It's just
okay,
waiting to happen. Maybe
okay.
that's one of the deals that we're looking forward to as deadline day approaches. We have almost 10 days to deadline day or 11 days to
Yeah,
deadline day.
yeah,
So it's definitely one that is going to happen sooner or later.
yeah.
Okay. I don't know. I don't know. I feel like we've covered everything. So let's
That's
look
right.
out for the game week. Let's look at for the fixtures as they unfold. I pray and hope to God that Salah flops in that early fixture so that I can have peace of mind as I wait to see how every other person will perform.
Okay, okay. I hope he gets a hat trick, and I
Yeah,
put you guys under pressure.
you have a how many point advantage? You have a 7 point
Five,
advantage over
five,
me.
five. I had one
Seven.
one.
Oh, 1-1. Okay, five. I had 96. A 5 point advantage. So captain is going to be the difference. And we had the same captain last weekend, last game week.
Salah. Yeah.
Yeah, so this week captain is going to be the difference
Let's see.
between
Let's see.
yeah, the stakes couldn't be higher.
That's right. That's right.
All right, I think we can close it there. Thank you so much for being part of the stream. So sorry that Junior could not be able to sustain so far. He's having challenge with his internet, but we'll have him back on the review show so that we can look at how. I'm very interested to see how that team performs, and basically we'll see it on the other side of the game week. There you go. That's it for our preview show. Have an amazing game week, and may the best team win. See you on the other side. Dinosaurus here.
The ideal guy. Please comment down below and let us know what you think about some of the choices that we're making. We're really, really glad to just look through them and just respond to some of them, as well as follow us on our socials. Yeah, we're looking forward to engaging with you on Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram at official FF Zone. This is us from the zone. Peace.